Horizon Zero Dawn is probably one of the most beautiful games I've played, and I often find myself in its photo mode. I've been doing virtual photography since March 2020 and it's become a huge passion of mine. It is so nice to have a community where we can share our work with each other and showcase these stunning virtual worlds. I've had a lot of questions recently regarding the photo mode. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the photo mode features, and stay tuned for a little announcement at the end of the video. Starting with the basic controls, you can use the triggers to crane the camera up and down. The left trigger will move the camera up and the right trigger will move the camera down. These controls will help you to create perspective in your shots. By craning the camera down and looking up, you express the scale or size of the object by making it appear bigger. Or you can crane the camera up and look down for more of an observational feel, like you're looking down on something. By clicking the left joystick or L3, you can make Aloy follow the camera until you click it again. This is great if you want Aloy to have direct eye contact with the camera, to look at something else directly, or if you want her to look off into the distance. By clicking the right joystick or R3, you can bring up a grid that divides the shot up into 9 equal parts. This feature is useful if you want to centre and align your shot, or to use the rule of 3 technique. To hide the UI, you press the X button and then press and hold the share button to take the screenshot. Finally, by pressing triangle, you will reset all settings that you've adjusted back to the default. Taking a look at the first section, we have the field of view. This is an artificial zoom that allows you to change how far away you are from the objects in your shot. This is mainly used to get close-ups, which is what I use it for, as when you decrease the FOV, you are able to capture the really small details. You can use this to capture wide shots by increasing the FOV, but you get a kind of curved shot, almost like a fisheye lens. Next we have the view roll, which allows you to rotate the shot up to 90 degrees both ways. You'll mainly find that camera tilts are used in action shots to create a sense of movement. You can also use this feature to create foam wallpapers by taking the shot at a 90-degree angle. We then have the hide player option, which will remove Aloy from the shot. So if you get the shot that you like the look of, but rather Aloy wasn't there, you can turn this on and Aloy and her shadow will be hidden. Under that we have the face paints option. Once you've completed a New Game Plus on either hard, very hard or ultra hard, you will have the option to cycle through and change what face paint Aloy has in your shot. Next we have facial expressions, which will allow you to change Aloy's expression to help portray the feeling that you want to achieve in your shot. Finally we have the body pose. This allows you to change Aloy's position, which ranges from standing, sitting and laying down. It can sometimes be hard to get Aloy in a position that works with your shot, so this option is really helpful. You may also find a pose that can create a completely new shot that you may not have noticed before changing her pose. Moving on to the second section, we have depth of field. This is where you can change where you want the focus of your shot to be. You can have it set for the whole shot to be in focus or a single object. Once this is turned on, we have the focus distance, which allows you to bring the focal point to the object by making everything before and after it out of focus. We then have the aperture, which is used a lot with focus distance to achieve the level of focus you want. This is measured in f-stops, which is the lens focal length. So high f-stop would mean more of the shot is in focus, and a low f-stop would mean more of a narrow focus on your object, with the background completely out of focus. The third section consists of changing the colour of your shot. The brightness option allows you to adjust how light or dark your shot is. Same goes for the overexposure setting. It controls the amount of light in your shot. Colorize is essentially the filters that will be able to completely change the colours and tones of your shot, and there are many to choose from. The intensity is how much that filter is applied to your shot. Taking this black and white filter for example, at 100% intensity the shot will be completely black and white. At 50% intensity you'll start to see some colour come through with a greyish tone, like muted colours. And 0% intensity means no filter is applied and you're back to the colours and tones of the original shot. Looking at the fourth section, we only have a time of day slider which allows you to change the time of day and the ambient light for your shot. This is probably my favourite feature as you can completely change the mood of your shot. The daytime gives you these light yellows, oranges and blues. Sunsets and sunrises give you these stunning pinks, purples and oranges, whereas the nights give you different tones of blues and greens. You can also adjust the time of day to change the shadows on your object, as the sun is acting like a big light bulb, and you can create some awesome shadow effects. This next section allows you to add some extras to your shot. There are loads of different borders that you can choose from to add elements to your shot or to change the ratio. I personally don't use borders that often. I only like to use the ones that change the ratio of my shot or the white frame one. You can also add small Horizon Zero Dawn logos on all the edges of your shots. Or you can add a greeting from the current area that you are in. The final section is all about vignettes, which is a shadowy border around your shot, allowing you to close in and draw attention to the centre of your shot. You can change the size and intensity of this depending on what you're going for. The higher the intensity, the darker the edges will be, and the more attention you'll be drawing to the centre. And that wraps it up for the photo mode in Horizon Zero Dawn. Now time for the announcement. From the 1st of July, I will be running a monthly tag for virtual photography in Horizon Zero Dawn. There will be a new theme that will be announced here on the channel and on my Twitter. During the month, use the hashtag #TheUndeadLens on Twitter, and all suitable shots will be liked and retweeted, as well as added to a moment at the end of the month. There will also be YouTube videos to showcase one shot from everyone who participated. The links to my virtual photography Twitter and Instagram will be in the description. Feel free to like and subscribe if you would like to see more photo mode videos. And until next time, thanks for watching and keep making discoveries.